Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of The Not Cider Drinker. Yes, today I am having a beer. Every so often I do a beer review on this channel, but they are normally apple or pear related. Case in point, this one most definitely is, and it's from a brewery which I quite like actually. It's from Wild Weather Brewery, and on the channel today I have got a can of their 194 Miles West, which is, as it says on the front there, a dry hopped pear saison. So I've done a few apple flavoured beers on the channel previously. I'll put some cards up on the top there so you can go and watch them after that. But I've got to say, this is definitely the first pear flavoured beer that I've ever seen, actually. I've never seen them before, so I'm quite intrigued by this. As you can see, it comes in 440ml cans and is a pretty modest 5.5% ABV. So yeah, dry hopped pear saison. Now, for those that are uninitiated, the saison style of beer is generally quite dry. It's probably going to be even drier with it being dry hopped. It originated, I believe, in Belgium, but now it's pretty much everywhere. The most notable saison that comes from Belgium is Saison Dupont, which a lot of people probably have seen before. It comes in a little 330ml bottle with like the black label with the white stripe going down it. So when you think of saison, that's one of the first ones that I instantly think of, indeed. I quite like the style. It's not to everyone's tastes, because generally saisons are quite funky, quite yeasty, and they are definitely an acquired taste. However, they are very akin to a proper farmhouse scrumpy cider in the same like aromas and stuff. So if you like that sort of stuff, then you'll probably like a saison. And with it being a pear saison as well, this is going to be very, very interesting. Not a lot else on the can. It's vegan friendly, etc, etc. Gotta say, I don't really like Wild Weather's newest labels. It makes it seem a little bit plainer than they already are. If you look at some of their older can artwork, it's very lively, cartoonish, and just, you know, it's more recognisable. I don't know whether this is just because it's a one-off or a seasonal sort of beer, so there is a different labelling, but generally it looks a little bit more, well, generic, really. Anyway, enough rambling, let's get this can open. There we go. Right, let's see what lies inside. I can smell it already. That is smelling dry. Holy moly. Right, yeah, let's get this poured in, shall we? See if I can do a good pour here. I normally can. Generally with saisons, they are quite lively. This one looks like it's no exception. Not as lively as I was expecting. Normally the yeasts that they use in the old saisons, they're very lively, and they generally create a lot of foam. But that's not actually too bad, to be fair. So yeah, not done a bad job there. But there's the colour, completely opaque. There you go, cloudy as you like. Little bits of sediment floating in there, and there you go. There's a little bit of a fluffy white head there. Looks a little bit like soap suds, a little bit in a way. So, what does it smell like? Dry. Little bit of spice. Definitely getting pear aromas coming through on that. Funkiness, as I was expecting. Yeasty. Almost, yeah, like a barnyard funkiness there, with a hint of spice, pears coming through. It smells a little bit like a poached pear, actually. Poached pear dessert. Slightly sweet on the nose. Oh, that is smelling lovely, so I'm going to waste no more time. I'm going to dive into this one. Cheers, everyone. Let's see what Wild Weather's 194 Miles West is like. By the way, no idea what the can name is supposed to be. I'm sure you guys all know. Well, one of you will. Cheers. Oh yeah, that is dry. Yeah. Dry. funky, yeasty, or basically all the aromas instantly there in the taste as well. Nice pear undertone to it. Subtle spiciness on the back end there too. Slightly sweet, just on the edges of my tongue. Little bit of tanginess there. That's very Moorish. Really nice example of the style here. Definitely. Oh yeah. I've had some pretty bad saisons in the past. It's a bit of a hit and miss sort of style. You can either do it really well or you can do it really badly. And thankfully, Wild Weather have done a very good job with this one, that's for sure. Nice full body behind it. Chewy, almost like a chewy sort of texture to it. Feels like you need to really get your teeth stuck into it. I know it's a liquid, but you know, whatever. Lovely dry aftertaste. Getting the aftertastes of the pear coming through. Poached pear, definitely. Oh yeah, this is very Moorish. Very nice. Obviously, not as akin to proper taste descriptors and everything for beers, but I like, well, if you see my Untapped, I obviously like a beer every now and again. I have it more than cider, but there you go, it's a cider reviewing channel. Yeah, but generally, yeah, this is a really nice style of beer. Lovely flavours going on. There's nothing abhorrent about it. Very Moorish. Gonna go in for a final taste before a final verdict. Oh yeah. Oh, that is very, very Moorish. Lovely. The dry hopping definitely gives it that little bit of extra character to it. Gives it that little bit of extra dryness. Yeah, that is lovely. If you like this style of beer, then this is definitely one to seek out and enjoy, because it's a very good example of the style, especially seeing as it's made from, well, a brewery in the old UK, and quite a well-respected brewery at that. So, yeah, well done, Wild Weather. You have produced a very good Saison here. It's a shame it's only going to be a seasonal can, but, well, make the most of it while you can, I guess. So, for a final verdict, I'm going to go and give Wild Weather's 194 Miles West an 8 out of 10. Definitely well sorted. I'd say go and seek this out, definitely. Now, a question to you guys. Have you had any apple or pear flavoured beers before in the past? If you have, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your views on that. Have you ever encountered another pear flavoured beer in your life? Because, as I said, this is the first and only one that I've ever known of. So, be interesting to hear your views. And with that said, that's another episode of the, well, not cider drink of the year, guys. I hope you liked it, and as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. And yes, it definitely will be a cider. But until then, had the day off, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of this beer. Lovely, lovely Saison from Wild Weather. Take care, guys. Till next time.